Here to talk to you about the Comptia A+, the industry standard for starting your IT career. This is a two-part exam, Core 1 and 2, the 220-1101 and the 220-1102. This is an entry-level role certificate, so it'll help you get roles as field tech, IT support, or help desk, and this can open up many doors in IT. Core 1 is going to be mostly mobile devices, hardware, network technologies, virtualization, and cloud computing. Mobile devices meaning laptops, cell phones, tablets, hardware being more of cables, um, motherboards, power supplies. Virtualization, you'll get a chance to download VirtualBox and virtualize an environment in your local machine. Cloud computing, you're going to get to know AWS, Azure, Google Google Drive. Yeah, Google Drive, I think it is. No, but that's more of a SaaS. But still, core two. Yeah, cloud computing technology. So, core two covers operating systems, security, and operational procedures mostly. So it's like change management. You're gonna know how you're gonna sharpen up your soft skills. You're gonna know how to talk to the clients when you're talking to them. You're also gonna be tested on different scenarios within an office. So say if you're run into an issue in the conference room, they're gonna give you a question like that. Then you're gonna have security. So security malware issues. You're gonna be tested on malware issues. You're gonna be tested uh, to see if you understand the types of attacks. Then you're going to look into operating systems. Operating systems are Mac, Linux, and Windows, of course. Windows being the majority in offices, right? So, yeah, you don't have to take these exams back to back. You can take an exam one day and then take another the following week or a month. But, I don't think a month is a great idea because you're not going to remember everything. And so, yeah, you're going to get 90 minutes and 90 questions. So that's per exam. There's a mix of multiple questions and performance-based questions where you'll have to, associate certain answers with drag and drop, things like that. So they're going to be based mostly on like real life scenarios, which I'll be honest, I can't remember the questions I had that I can relate to work. I think it's, yeah, maybe one or two scenarios where I can imagine being on the exam. But uh, so, anyways, I digress. So, core one, it requires you to have a score of 675 to pass the exam. The core two will require you to have 700 points to pass the exam. Not sure how it's graded, but I will say, it feels like not much is needed to pass the exam. Now, I think every manager knows that. So, I mean, if you can score high just to feel good about yourself, because it really doesn't matter. As long as you pass more than these points, no one's really looking at if you're getting an A, B, or C or anything like that. If you pass, you pass. It's not going to be presented on your certificate with your score. So don't feel bad if you end up scoring like me at 701. Um, so who is this certificate for? I mean, this is mostly for beginners, entry level folks looking for to get folks that are looking to get into IT and don't necessarily have the background for it and want to seem like they're good contenders for the role. That's a great way. Uh, this is a great way to go about it. You don't have to necessarily um, have to know everything from the get go, right? This will get you into the door and into an interview, and if you get an interview, then that's another skill, right? So that this is exam is yes for beginners, folks who are looking for their first role as IT. Now, if you have familiarity with operating systems, you have familiarity with IT overall, opening up a laptop or creating your own gaming rig and things like that, then you don't necessarily need to take this. You can apply for jobs and speak on how your skills. If you have labs, then go ahead and show off your labs in ways I'm pretty sure that uh, will benefit you, right? So then the certificate lasts 4 years. After 4 years, you have to retake it, but that should be enough time for you to actually move up the chain and probably look for another type of certificate to prove yourself. And that's what mostly IT employees do. We go ahead, we learn something, and we want to learn something else, something new, or move up in the ladder, and we just go and get another certificate. Comptia A Plus is full, or I'm sorry, not just Comptia A Plus, but Comptia is full of options for other exams. After this, you recommend it, not necessarily recommended, but the best practice or what is known is that you go get the Network Plus. And the Network Plus is another great exam that can definitely give you an overview and a guideline and really open the doors for more roles as network engineer and network admin, things like that. Resources to study for this exam, I've used Professor Messer, Mike Myers, and the platforms that I've used are Udemy and IT Pro TV. On Udemy, there's a Mr. Dan something, I forgot his name. I'll put the links in the description. You guys can go ahead and check them out. The free resources, Professor Messer. Professor Messer has all the guides. He even has PDF study guides for you, so you can just go ahead and find out what you need to study, and then from there, just look it up on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you're going to find good resources because YouTube University is the way to go. So go ahead, get an old laptop, open it up. Just if you can find someone to donate you an old broken laptop, open that thing up, check out the motherboards, look at the components that it may have, the make and model, so you can understand the settings a little better if you're able to get into the OS, and go from there. Getting in nitty gritty and jumping into the BIOS of an old laptop just to mess around with the settings and see what you can run into. Probably brick it. So download VirtualBox is another good one. Yeah, download VirtualBox if you want to learn fast. If you want to learn fast, getting your hands dirty is the way to go. Looking to open up the CMD, the command prompt. So good luck to you. Wish you the best of luck. I think this is a great exam to have, at least if you're new to IT. Like and subscribe if you like what you hear or saw, and comment below to see if you want to know more. Peace. Research